Hi, y'all. Come on in. Come on in and set a spell with us. It's Wednesday, and nope, I am not adulting today. Furthest thing from it, if I can help it. As you can see, I got a little bit of a red nose and red cheeks, but I'm here with you anyway. No, I'm not sick. It's just major allergy time. The rain has kicked up all the pollen, and me and she have been sneezing and sniffling like crazy. But it's Wednesday, and I have a little surprise for you. Yes, I know it's what the frog is she going to show us Wednesday? And I have a few things to tell you that I've been doing. Okay? She's on the couch. I'm sure she'll turn around eventually so you can see her smiling face, but she's at least up there. If she thinks there's something in this boxes for her, yeah. Okay. Wow. We're going to look at a couple of orders from Sold by Sam. And you know he's only one of two sellers on Whatnot that I have given a platinum rating to. He is consistently consistent. His quality never wavers. He seems to be getting better every time I pop in to look at him, and I pop in a lot. So I've had a box that's been sitting here for quite some time, since right after he did his Valentine Day clearance. So that's a while. And then I got a box that I just got in. But one of the things I just got in from him is a special Givvy. And I warned you guys several videos ago that I would be doing random pop-up special Givvies. So you got to stay tuned to see that. And you need to see what I've been cooking up in the kitchen. I spent all day Monday, well, not all day Monday, most of the day Monday, in the kitchen, food prepping. So let's get started. First box from Sold by Sam. It looks big, but it doesn't have a lot in it. Sam is located in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He's in cold country. All right, let me find everything I gotta find in here. So I said, there's not much in here. Now, I've had this actually, wait, this wasn't after Valentine's Day. This was actually an order from January for Valentine's Day. And it's been sitting here because there was other stuff that I wanted to show you. And when I was rearranging the house the other day, I found this box. I just peeked into it and I thought it was from his after sale, but it was from his before sale. My bad. The show was actually on January 14th. And even though it was the middle of winter and he was all the way up in Michigan, I got this on January 17th for my girl. Look at this. Is she not the most adorable thing you have ever seen? She's a smoochy pal. Smoochy pals. Brand new with tags. Oh, she is right here on my hip. Brand new with tags. Got her little heart red glasses on. Got red glasses on like the mommy. Got a little velvety bow on her. And she is at my hip, guys. All right, mommy gotta cut the tag off it first, okay? Let me cut the tag. Now she's nudging my elbow. She's too funny. Anyway, Smoochy Pals is very much like a Squishmallow. She wants this. She desperately wants this. Over onto her bed on the floor behind me, tails wagging. Okay, well, I guess that's all I'm going to tell you about the Smoochy Pal. typically, the Smoochie Pals sells for $20.99. That particular one. I got it for $7. $7 worth of happiness. She's like, don't look at me, Mom. Okay, I won't look. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. She's just too funny. She's too predictable. All right. Something else that I had gotten for her. And this does not just happen. Seriously? This does not have to be just for Valentine's Day. Because I love my girl. I should have taken this off the board earlier. And y'all know how much I will spoil her. And when I see things for her, I will get them. Oops, hold on. You have no idea what I'm talking about unless you saw me pull it out of the box. Well, she saw me pull it out of the box. Give me a second here. I'm trying to get all these little plastic things out that they attach it to the board with. Because I don't need them all over the house or under my feet or under her feet. And I certainly don't need them clogging up my laundry machine. All right, there we go. Let me get this out of the way. This is a sweater with red hearts. White, red and white. And no, it's not for me. This is for my girl. We could have used this yesterday. It got down into the 40s last night. It's very freaky weather we're having. But really nice. And this is very much sweater-like material. Look up close. This is very much like a sweater. It's got the long open armpits, which is perfect if you have a Staffy or a Pit Bull because of the way they're very barrel-chested. They need those. Very stretchy, lots of room. So she doesn't need a lot of room. She's shrinking. But I have found that when I wash these, they do shrink up just a little bit. But that's okay. So this will go in her drawer until the weather is conducive of her needing a sweater. But this is just the kind of things that you can get from SoldBySam. All right, that's an example. But wait till you see what I'm going to show you. This was $18.99 retail, and I did pick it up for $11. There are a lot of people bidding on it, but I think it was absolutely worth the $11. I don't know if I'm going to be buying my girl any more clothes. I think she has enough now. I can't believe I let that sitting around for all that time. I'm so terrible. Okay. And then he included, as a thank you, a little planner. And yes, the planner is 2025, 2026. But when I use these planners, I don't pay attention to the dates. I usually cross off the dates and then just put whatever month I need them to be. So if it's 2026 or 2027, then that's what I'll turn it into. But it's a very nice little planner. Even these little planners, let me slide this off here. Okay, I won't slide it off. I'll cut it off. I'm having a moment today, guys. I'm seriously having a moment. All right. Cute little pattern on it. Hard plastic cover. And it's a clear plastic cover over the top of it. So I'm going to flip that around to the back. And then the front cover is also very hard plasticky. So it's very, very nicely protected with the plastic. Nice spiral band. He includes this as a givvy. This was $7.99 value. But because it was 25, 26, and we're in April now of 26, well, we were in January when he sent this. Nobody's going to get a full 2 years use out of it unless you use it the way that I do. So I absolutely love that, though. I can't have enough of those little planners around. All right, that's all that was in the January order. Now, what came in the order that I just got from him was, again, only two things. One thing was for me, for the household. The other is for this surprise pop-up givvy that I will I hate when that happens. That I will tell you about in a minute. Look, I'm all in brown and pink and brown and pink and pink, and I have brown leggies on. I match. This order from Sam was from a show on March 27th. So it's kind of current. All right. And I did receive it timely. I got it last week. I was very excited to get it right after I dropped the last video and I mentioned to you about the Mother's Day kitchen giveaway box. This got delivered. And when I saw what it was, I said, that's going to be my surprise giving. So for my home, I got myself a 2-pack of stone briar weathered cloches. Y'all know what a cloche is? A cloche is basically a hanging handle. It's the framework that you would put a hanging candle in. Let me pull these up for you, and then I will have to assemble them. All right, I think I can roll out of the bag. This is new in. What did I do with my? Hello? Where's my helper today? I thought you were going to come in and help me. Oh, you just came in to watch? Okay, well, you can watch. This morning's a bit of a train wreck. Oh, it's okay. All right. Wooden bases. And you can see they have a lip in them. They're a little bit shaped. They have little notches in them. They're not perfectly round. 2 different sizes. There you go. These are the cloche bases. And then the cloche tops. Wow, if I could even get these out of here. I will say the company that makes these had them wrapped up beautifully. And Sam, when something is wrapped up this well, he doesn't open it to show you. He shows you pictures from the actual company website that you can look at. What do we got? Oh, we're wired. That would have helped if I would have looked at this sooner. There's a little piece of twisty wire. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. There was an actual piece of wire keeping these two cloches connected to each other. Correction, 2 pieces. I didn't finish untwisting the little one. All right, we'll get the little one out of here. Oh my gosh. Did y'all have a good Easter or weekend or whatever the heck that you were doing the past few days? I really hope you did. I did get pictures from the winner of the children's Easter Givvy box. And wow, what a spread those little girls got. Deborah, I'm so glad that your family enjoyed. Oh, I have the hiccups. Enjoyed that. Okay. The little cloche. This is the little one. And these are antiqued. Look at those. Antiqued. Isn't that incredible? These can be hung, but you have to wire or attach the base to keep it connected. And this is the bigger one. There's the tag on the inside that it comes with. Let me hold these up so that you can actually see the difference in size. Look at those. You can put light up candles, floral arrangements. artificial candles, regular candles. When I say light up, I mean regular candles, artificial candles, anything you want to put inside of here, anything decorative. But when I saw them that they were antique, they were absolutely gorgeous. This set of cloches typically sells for $33. And I got them for 17. So just about half price. And I happen to think they were absolutely worth the $17. I am going to clamp the bases so that I can hang them. But I did, if I want to, but I did get them to go out on the porch for decoration. I may use them in here. I was thinking up top between the pictures to put those little green plants on the inside of these and put these up top. I thought that might look pretty cool. So if I do that, I'll put an image up here so that you can actually see what they look like. But so many options. And I just love that look at that. They're very antique. They are metal, solid metal, and they do have a fair bit of weight to them. I love that. $33 item for half price. And very unique. Sam has a lot of things that are extremely unique. All right, the last item from Sold by Sam. Now, I had mentioned to you that I had an item coming that had a value of about $80 and that I was contemplating putting this into the kitchen/Mother's Day box, but that kitchen Mother's Day box is absolutely full. And when I saw this and I saw the quality of it, I said, this is going to go in a special Givvy. So let me show you the item and then we will talk about the Givvy. This is a 15-piece knife set with a fine edge. It's made by Hunter Dual. It is German high carbon stainless steel chef knife series. It comes with 6 steak knives, 6 different types of cutting or carving knives, and scissors, and the block. You want to see this? I want you to see this. This has an $80 value. If you go to their website, right there, we can scan that. Let's take a look at this, guys. There's your card with all your information on it. It says, congratulations to becoming a valued Hunter Dual customer. It gives you the information on what to do before your first use, your warrant, what your warranty is, your quality assurance information on it. Gives you this nice little card. And I'm going to do my best to keep this somewhat packed the way it should be. Because this is going to be shipped all on its own as a Givvy. Okay, are you ready? Wow. Separate box. There's your knives. Your scissors. Your VIP card. And the VIP card is 40 days return guarantee, 24-hour service if you have any needs, and your customer service contact information. Your scissors have this, and your nutcracker, very sharp. Bag. I'm just going to show you a couple of the knives. Everything is covered. Look at that. It's a black blade, guys. How unique is that? It's a black blade. That's why I wanted to show you. You don't find products very often that actually have a black blade. That's one of the smaller knives. Let's take a look at one of the bigger ones. I believe this might be a serrated knife, just by the shape of it. Yep. There's your serrated knife. It's got a little plastic tip on the end, and that's to keep it from going through the cardboard. See if I can get it back on the end without it going through my finger to protect it. Beautiful black blades. Trust me, if I didn't already have a set of knives that I'm happy with, I would definitely be switching over to these and keeping this for myself. Well, that gives you an idea. I'm not going to open all the different knives that are in here, but suffice it to say, it's a huge set. Let me get this closed down now. Hold on. Okay, we're going to set that over here. I got to try to figure out how to do this. Oh, there we go. All right, that's just the banding edge. I'm just so excited to have something like this to actually give to my subscribers. All right. So all your knives, your carving knives, your cutting knives, your steak knives, everything is there in that box. And in this box is your block. And this sucker is heavy. This block alone weighs probably about 10 pounds. It's weighted. There's your built-in knife sharpener. It's very classic. Look at that. Look how classy this is. Your steak knives go down here. All your other carving knives go there. Your scissors go there. And there's your built-in sharpener. Look at that streamlined block. Is that not absolutely gorgeous? And this is, as I said, this is seriously heavy. This is a solid wood block. Can you see the wood? That's solid. It's got nice little rubberized feet. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Somebody out there is going to be getting one fantastic knife set. Now, what did this set cost? This set, and I'll worry about putting it back together in a minute. This set, if you go to the site, Hunter Duel, this set costs $80. It's not the most expensive set on the market, but if anyone knows German craftsmanship, especially when it comes to... Nolly, you just scared the bejeepers out of me. Oh, it's all right. Thank you. Good girl. The groundsman. Anyway, if you know anything about German quality crafting things, especially knives and bars, odd combination, you know this is a quality item. It comes with their guarantee. Definitely a quality item. It is an $80 item. I picked it up at SoldBySam's for $11. And he had more. I don't know if he has them in his bin or if he just has them on the shelf behind him that he shows them, but he did have more. So you have to check it out. He sent a little mini crochet hook type needle, but this is not just for crocheting. This is for, like, if you have threads that you have to hook on something and pull them through, or if you need to pierce something. So this was a thank you Givvy and another little calendar Givvy. So we all know this has an $8 value that he included. This has a value of a couple of bucks and he included that. So Sam is very nice with his givvies, very generous. All right. What do you think about that knife set? Okay. I'm going to start with that simply because I know a lot of you are wondering, what do you mean you're going to do a special givvy with that? I have decided that because I have subscribers that have stuck with me through this entire roller coaster of life, and not just the roller coaster of YouTube, but life. Everything that happens from day to day, from dusk till dawn and in between. You guys have been there for me, for Levi, for Sadie, since the channel started, now for Nala, for Mama, thick and thin. You guys are truly chosen family. So I wanted to do something special. Now, you know my rules for my giving, but I'm going to break one of them for this. You must be my subscriber in order to enter the giving for this particular box. Right. And I'm going to let the giving for this box run for probably a good solid 30 days. Maybe even more. Because I'm calling this the summer stakeout. And yes, I am spelling steak, S-T-E-A-K. It's knives. As opposed to a police stakeout, which is S-T-A-K-E. This is a summer stakeout giveaway. This is going to be open to all my subscribers. All inclusive. Even if you have won a giving box from me before, you have a chance to win this knife set. Okay? So I am going to start running the giving for that knife set in May. I'm changing the rule a little bit, is that you must have been my subscriber for at least 30 days prior to the giveaway drawing. So that means starting right now, you have time to subscribe to this channel. And then when I release the givey on that, you'll all have time to get into it. I'm going to let it run. I'm going to start it in May. I'm going to let it run for at least 3 weeks, but I am going to make sure the winner is pulled and this item goes out in time for 4th of July. So an $80 item, one single item. Somebody who subscribed to my channel is going to win this in June for their stakeout. I'm so excited to be able to offer something so valuable and so useful and just such quality. And I want to say thank you to Sam at Whatnot, SoldBySam. This is part of what makes him the platinum shop. His prices on things are ridiculous, right? Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Let's take a quick peek at what's been going on just around the corner. I was in the kitchen, as I told you, most of the day on Monday. I did some more reorganizing in my pantry. I cleared out some things. I reorganized some things. I changed some things. That was one room that I hadn't really worked a lot on. A little bit, but I needed to work a little more on it. So I did that. And then I get in the mood to do food prep. So the first thing I did is I made these. I had some raisins left over that I wanted to use up. So I made a double batch of oatmeal raisin cookies. And I made these a little bit bigger. They still cooked in like 12 minutes. It didn't take long for them to cook. But they were delicious. If you go into my playlist for recipes, you will find the video in there that has the recipe for my oatmeal raisin cookies. The only difference I did on this particular batch is I doubled the amount of raisins. I actually put 2 cups of raisins in these because I made the cookies bigger, and I wanted to make sure that there were plenty of raisins in every bite. And I had a really quick almost heart palpitation moment because I dropped a raisin on the floor and Her Highness headed for it and I had to cut her off and pick up the raisin and throw it away because raisins are very toxic and poisonous to dogs. They can cause kidney failure within 24 hours, even just one raisin. So I'm like, "Oh, no, you can't have any." So when I do give her a little bite of cookie, I have to inspect it to make sure there's no raisin tucked in there anywhere. But I've been avoiding, just in case, I've been avoiding giving her that, and I keep some of her cookies handy when I enjoy an oatmeal raisin. But that was the first thing that I did. So it was a cool rainy day. It was very damp and overcast on Monday, so that's what I did. Then the next thing I did was I made my what I call turned up tuna, or what I mentioned in a prior video as being a tuna with like a southern kick. So check this out. it was yummy. It came out perfect. Now, one of the things about this turned up tuna mix is that you can serve it on bread, on toast, on rolls. You can serve it, even make a tuna melt out of it. Put a slice of cheese on it. I found that provolone cheese actually goes the best with the mixture. And you can make a tuna melt out of it. You can use it as a tuna wrap. So it's a little bit more than just having a piece of plain tuna. Absolutely excellent. You can serve it just on crackers, just a little forkful on crackers, so it makes a great snack. But you can also use it for festive occasions. If you take smaller tomatoes, the tomatoes that are only about an inch, maybe 2 inches around, take a spoon and hollow out the tomatoes. You can fill them with this tuna mix, chill it and serve it, and OMG, it is amazing as a nice crispy type of, you get that tartness and a little bit of sweetness from the tomatoes, and then you have all that nice dill flavor, that little bit of pickle, it's not overwhelming with the tuna. And because of everything that you're adding, I made it a batch of 4 using 4 cans. You can make just 1 can, just cut everything I gave you down by 4. Use 1 can of tuna, 1 tablespoon of mayo, or mayo to however you mix it, and 1 teaspoon or tablespoon of relish, and 1 or a half of a hard-boiled egg, and a 1/4 teaspoon of dill. Just cut each thing to however many cans you're using. So what I showed you was for the 4 cans, but boy, you can do so much with this. You can freeze it, all right, because it's not really soggy, really juicy. So yes, you can freeze it just like you can freeze a tuna steak, or you can freeze relish, and you can freeze hard-boiled eggs. There isn't anything in there that you can't freeze, so you can freeze it. You just have to let it thaw in the refrigerator. You turn whatever container it's in, put a paper towel in the container, put the lid back on, turn it upside down, right? And let any moisture that might be in there go to the paper towel. Then when it's thawed, you can flip it back up, remove the towel, and it's perfectly fine. It will keep in your refrigerator for up to 2 weeks. So you don't have to eat it all at once. What I did is I put some in a jar and I sealed it up tight. Okay, so that's the turned up tuna sandwich. And then the other thing that I got into making, I said, well, I had this wonderful sweet relish, right? And I had this garlic spread from Let's Go Farming down in Andalusia here in Alabama. I decided I needed tartar sauce. I had no tartar sauce in the house. And what's better than homemade tartar sauce? And that came out delicious too. And yes, that night I had fish fillets with my homemade tartar sauce on it, and it was heaven. You either like tartar sauce or you like cocktail sauce for your fish. It's one or the other. But when it comes to fish fillets, I'm a New Yorker, an upstate New Yorker kind of country. So we tend to go a little bit more towards the tartar sauce. But the tartar sauce is great. You can use it on not just fish fillets, but believe it or not, you can use tartar sauce on things like burgers, uh, anything that you want to kick up a notch. All right. The ingredients are easy. To make it is easy. And one thing, guys, remember, if you add dill to anything, less is more. Because as the food chills that has the dill in it, the dill gets stronger. So start with a little less, chill it for an hour, then taste it. What does it need? Does it need more garlic? Does it need more dill? Does it need a little bit more relish? You do not put salt in tartar sauce, and obviously you do not put salt in my tuna mix. But you can salt your foods after you have them separately. Remember my rule. Don't mess with my recipes. Don't change my recipes until you've tried them exactly as I give them to you, okay? All right, that's it. We're not doing an update on the garden today. Suffice it to say, the garden is growing crazy. The zucchinis are like this already. They're literally like 4.5 inches up. The onions are thickening. They're getting hardened off, which means those flimsy little stems that are like hairs are starting to get a little bit thicker. So everything is growing beautifully. The peas, I don't even want to tell you how tall they're getting. I've lost track. I think a couple of those sprouts are close to 3 feet tall. And the dark Lord rhododendron is in full bloom. Every single bud is blooming, and it's just gorgeous. So that's it, guys. That's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I did get an order in from Temu. It's hiding around here someplace, so we're going to do that on Sunday. Right? And then I have a couple surprises for you because I got one bigger item from Temu that I'm expecting delivery of. And I got a huge item from Amazon that I do want to show you, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Life keeps going. It just keeps going. So in the meantime, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Hype this video if you enjoyed it. Get it out there. Let everybody see it. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. You've got to be my subscriber at least for 30 days to get in on that knife givvy when the time comes up. And in about another week, next week actually, I am going to show you, next Wednesday, I'm going to show you the Mother's Day / kitchen giveaway box, everything that's in it. We will start running that giveaway for subscribers. Now that particular giveaway, because it's a regular givvy and not a special pop-up, you could not have won. You didn't win a givvy from me previously in order to get into the Mother's Day giveaway drawing. All right. But you can get your spouse to become a subscriber, family members to become subscribers so that they can enter and try to win it for you as a Mother's Day gift. So I'm going to run that for about 7 to 10 days. Mother's Day is May 10th, and I want to get this shipped out by May 1st so that it will reach the winner by Mother's Day, right? Okay, so that's coming on Wednesday. Temu's coming on this Sunday. And she and I will be back to see you in a couple of days. Stay hydrated. I do have my coffee. Above all else, please stay sweet. And I thank you so, so very much for coming back again and spending some time with us. Love you. Bye.